Right. Got that out of the way. It's going to happen sooner or later. Might as well get the moment said and done, so I can focus on my work. I'm going to need to get the Vale. Euphoria is concealed in the, quote, ground, however. Well, ground inside the case, however, I'm not getting on the floor. Need a vial before I start. Wish to potentially do a bit of separated tests. You know what? I don't trust people. They wander into the Vale for other things. I can just bring it back to the proper spot. They will come for it when I am ready for my tests. This is I do not want to risk anything while I am away with it. Not after what happened the last time. We're gonna just say that, like, in character, this was kind of more what she did first, was waking up here and stuff. This back.
It can be like
cool. Don't judge me.
Here after a crash.
I'll go get it when I am ready. But first I need a few vials to collect the nectar from it. Just have to make this quick. Are you feeling anxious walking away from it? I can't just carry it around in the open. Bro, kind of weird thing to open up with your first comments in chat. You want to try that again? Maybe, have a normal kind of conversation? I'll give you a second shot at that. 'Cause that was not the way to do it. Everything is about as quiet as I usually expect it to be in the morning.
I'm okay. They're just annoying.
Good on you for surviving.
How many days has it been since I've last seen you in town?
Tomorrow.
I mean, I've been up for a while.
A good few. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah. I think he missed the big explosion that happened inside the town hall.
The explosion, and I believe probably the entirety of the tournament as well. I don't remember you seeing you around for that.
I go to the mountains one time just to get more materials, and then I make a bomb? What? This is bullshit.
People messing around with magic crystals, and then other people fucking with them while they're messing around with magic crystals.
By the beach now. It's
An
Reroll
absolute
trial.
kind of almost a woodland.
is instead of Crystal Beach, it's Crystal Forest.
Huh?
Ooh, that.
I'm gonna check in with my coworkers. What's
Don't
the
hit it
morning
with
to you?
the-
Actually,
Neralium
wanna
blade.
I need to borrow a few vials or so. I need something to be able to collect stuff in for something I'm working on. Would I be able to get some from the shop?
Sure. Actually, produces 2 medium-sized ones. I got these.
That works.
Can use them.
Do you want anything for this, or just I should be able to return
I got
them.
more.
Oh, fair enough.
Pulls out 3.
Fair
I got
enough.
that.
Fair enough.
I think Gabi supplies him.
Oh yes, that would make sense with the whole glass stuff he does. But yes, this will help me
And I'm just
help
a
me a
hoarder.
bit, so I can keep everything separated. Or rather, have a control sample and a sample on the test for something. Nothing that will explode. I have no intent on making. I have no intent of messing with crystals. I'm staying far away from those things.
Well, you also got to be careful about volatile mixtures if you're doing alchemy.
Not mixing things. I just need to collect something from something else and separate it from the source so that I can work on them separately. Yes.
Distillment. Okay.
More or less, yes.
At least it won't be explosive, and so I write you off for not causing an explosion.
As much as I enjoyed the exhilarating feeling of an excessive amount of earth mana in the vicinity, I have no interest of being the target of the town's ire again. That is, well, again, I wasn't involved in the first place, but I don't want to be the one who gets yelled at for it after it's happened twice.
I was about to say, what do you mean by it again? I don't ever remember you causing a problem.
Joey.
That means that my accident was a success.
Oh, wait a minute. Weren't you one of the ones that were working on the black miasma, or was that him?
That was me. Actually, I think we both did. Yes, it wasn't an explosion, it was more like a big puff of very unpleasant smoke that made the wood very unhappy inside of the building.
And then
And a
also
weird
gave
liquid that
Vale a
likes
little bit
me.
of gray hair.
You know, these things happen sometimes.
Oh, it does. Definitely does.
Sorry, I know I'm probably maybe gonna have to spend for
But yes,
Accidents happen, and things that you can't foresee happen.
I have not been away as long as him. I have only been away for a total of a singular day. Did anything happen yesterday that I should be aware of?
Anything about yesterday?
The fact that you didn't mention any further explosions is a plus. I do not see any more vines.
There was no
sprouting.
other explosion.
No vines
We
sticking
did
out
go
of random
back
places.
down into the cave where we found Sarah, which I don't think you had the pleasure to meet yet.
I have not, and I was not aware that you found somebody in a cave in the first place.
Yeah, apparently she was down there for like 3 months
Damn.
in a collapsed tunnel.
Oh.
He's gonna pick you up.
Collapsed
I
tunnel
don't know
about
how
3
she
months ago.
survived.
Would that have been around the time that the elk attacked?
Gonna start a little depressing, so I'm very sorry.
Congratulations.
I suddenly.
See, it was a couple of months, but I believe Elk had also helped cause a little bit more of the collapse within the tunnel.
I felt.
Oh, lovely.
But I think it was something dating further back.
Mm. I wouldn't know. I have not met them, and I have only gone into that, assuming it's the cave I'm thinking of. I've only been in that cave once. Actually,
Yeah, the one
no.
by the
Actually, no, twice.
The,
Except
the
one of
lake.
them was involuntary, and it was because I appeared there and I was kind of in the middle of dying.
Did you know?
I remember I was there to help you, and he was there too.
Yes, but consciously and aware, I've only been in there once.
I should get
Mm.
Like that.
Mm.
I do know that if you go down further into the mines, there are some mushrooms that give off some type of spore that alter your mind.
I see.
Kind of almost like a bliss.
No, just die. I'll just die.
I
I'll just
see.
die. It'll be fine.
Hello, we require some healing for my child.
Hi,
I see.
Dad.
Oh, you've
Sorry.
been adopted. Congratulations.
Yeah! I live in a hole in the wall.
You live in a hole.
It's a great hole in the wall.
Yeah, she requires a little bit of healings. She's a little bit fucked up.
What happened?
Can I see?
I have to go into my human form and I feel like that's a really bad idea out here. I could. You can put me down, I'll do it. I'll do it.
I mean, if you're saying it's a bad idea, maybe don't do that and do it in there.
Well, I can't feel my human right now, so that might be bad.
Yeah, probably
Sounds
not.
bad.
Probably not good. You should go in there.
Do either of you know how to paint? Or sew? Or embroider?
So, paint no, embroider no. Sewing is sort of like it depends on the material. I mean, I made some of this, but that was out of desperation.
Trying to make a flag.
A flag.
Let's see. I do know that Talia was able to paint. She did. They were painting on each other. Her and what's her name?
This was more like interweaving things and just being very stubborn about it. Because I had to make it out of plants and the materials available out there.
Look at that raccoon.
For what doesn't grow on me directly, at least.
Alright, so Miss Talia and maybe you.
I could
What are you looking for?
I could potentially assist, but I would not be your primary source. Don't
This is
count
fair.
on
I'll
me to
ask
be
around a
the
little bit and we'll see what we get. Thank you.
You need something to dry quick. I
it's
get
a
dry
big
quick.
group.
That's about it.
Oh, same.
Don't touch it.
I've been waiting on fire.
Sorry, no fish today, but I'm on a mission.
But so there was somebody who was stuck down in that cave for a
Do you or know of anyone?
considerable length of time. How exactly did they live?
That's what's making me wonder. I have a suspicion, but it's not completely confirmed. A person that does know them, apparently, quite a bit, is that lady right over there.
The one in the hat and the giant sword?
Yes.
Fair enough.
I believe her name was Veronica.
I do not know them either, so that is two people that I do not know that are around.
She arrived, I believe, late in the day, about 2 days ago, 2 to 3 days ago.
I was elsewhere at the time, so That's
Mm.
probably, what is.
Choose this one. He leads.
Yes, I'll be there in a minute.
Yes, that takes priority.
Medical
People,
calls.
yeah, people dying is usually bad. Or, well, I don't know if they're dying, but might as well assume.
Don't go that far.
Oh, really, man?
Yes, I know magic.
Fun times. Fun times indeed.
I'm not nearly that good. I'm not nearly. I'm not very good at teaching. I'm still learning myself, actually.
Keep out for
I
things
appreciate it,
By your
though.
standard,
The curse.
unfortunately, I'm going to
That could be like
from
a-
another
yeah,
perspective.
but I
You're more than apt.
It's not very good. That's also nice. Maybe you should be on this side, Till.
There's been at least a little bit of progress in deplanting the entryway here. Personally think it's a bit of a downgrade, but people don't like having it grow out of their buildings, I suppose. But I have what I need, so I should probably go collect what I need.
Good morning.
Miss Monday.
Yeah.
Could I, Vincent was making something for me, and,
Take the long way back. I want to see how the beach is doing. I know they're probably going to try to revert that too, but I actually like that even more. Not to mention the fact that it can make it more useful to them than just leaving it as sand. But that is the way of those who are adverse to change, I suppose. My guy. My guy. I was basically giving you a chance to stop doing that because my channel is not the place for you to unasked for dump negative feelings on me. I'm not your therapist. I'm sorry you're having a bad time, but respectfully, this ain't the place for it. I don't even know you. Don't share this kind of stuff with me when I don't even know who you are. I'm only timing you out so that you can realize what I said. But if you come back and you keep doing it, it will be a ban. This is your second warning. Cut the shit. Anyways, back to our scheduled programming. We're still quite delightfully planty. I like this. I hope they don't fix it. Then again, fixing implies that it was broken. I say it was made better. We have a marked improvement. Alright. Let's get to work properly. And hopefully not use up my test supply on the impulses.
Oh, hello.
Hello. I need my baby.
No.
It's my baby. I need it. Alright. We will conduct this work in the cave, I think. Away from prying eyes. So I am not disturbed. Or have people coming to ask me, what am I doing, or what is this? And I'm sure they probably know what it is by now, at least a number of people. Alright. So, one vial and then the other vial. Let's see, I think if I split it into 3, I can have the control, the test sample, and then the remainder will remain in there. And see how it changes. If anything. That would be the big test, is understanding if the parts make it able to be worked on. Hi. So to explain what's about to happen, Elisande has 2 vials. She is going to activate this and extract, basically, say there's like, for the full amount of nectar that's in the Euphoria, she's going to split it up into 3 parts. None of them being enough to really be a full proper dose, but at least enough to kind of test things on. One third is going into one vial, 1/3 is going into the other vial, and the remaining third is remaining in the Euphoria. She is going to see if using her magic upon it separated from the flower has any different results, and if she starts casting directly on the flower itself. Make sense? This may or may not require. Oh, he's here too. Never mind.
Awesome. Yeah,
Understood.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're.
That's why I remarked it as unmarked when I showed up, because I was like, I'm probably
Okay.
for this.
Okay, but
Oh, okay.
yeah. So
Yeah, because I.
did you get all that?
I heard what you were trying to do. I think I missed what magic you were pumping into it.
She hasn't started yet, but so she has so to start with, we are going to do the like basically the analysis part of it with the mana scanning before jumping directly into trying to see if there's anything that she can actually purge out of it, because she is going to have the separated components, one set off to the side so it's not affected by the magic, and actually we'll start probably with the nectar itself before, and then do the lotus itself second. So, right, twist here, tap there a few times, slide there, twist, push, and there we are. Now, put that down here. Carefully, just a bit into this vial. And another bit into here, not all of it. And there's a bit that remains in there. Alright. This one will be my control. Put that aside, so it is out of the range of the magic. We'll close this for now. We will reactivate it when it is time to cast on that. And taking the vial separate from it to see what we find about the nectar itself. What sort of magic works upon this substance?
Your magic begins to course outwards from your staff, your foci, into the liquid itself. Small trickles of energy from the staff waft and wave over the small vial, the liquid inside seeming to respond with a small trickle of glittering energy. Judging by the color and the tincture of it, it seems as if it's very, very concentrated with earth-bound affinity energy.
That is about what I track, but that does not seem to be the full answer that I seek. It is an abundance of earth, but that would not... An abundance of earth a curse does not make. How about from the source? It'll be activated while she is doing this. How about from you? High charge.
Your energy once again wafts over the Euphoria. Small tiny tendrils of green energy wisp their way outwards and gently caress along the different parts and hymns of the Euphoria's lotus-like flower bud. Once again, it seems to be emanating a strong amount of earth-based energy, but it seems as if there is something more, a little bit interesting. Judging by the strength of this, well, mana that you're scanning, this flower is giving off an incredibly large amount.
So much so that it's kind of uncanny. It's as if a person is standing right in front of you, and you're scanning their mana. It's enough to be an entirety of a single person's amount of mana coalesced within this form. Judging by the sheer amount of energy, it seems intriguing. Something is not really adding up. You realize it's because it must be the actual vessel itself. That great amount of energy coming out of this, with such a small foci, it seems as if it's essentially bleeding a whole bunch of its mana outwards. And that mana is basically curdling, turning into something that of which festers and turns into something raw, for sure, as it's not been turned into a spell, but nonetheless putrid, as if a sort of version of earth mana wilting and rotting like a pile of leaves after a time in autumn.
Interesting. The abundance has gotten to the point that it has gone past flourishing and is now stagnating. It's likely been so idle that it has oversaturated itself from being abandoned for so long. I wonder then if there was a way to give it an outlet. Before it starts to saturate the room too much, though. Disable that so we do not have people coming out to ask why the miasma is more thick near the cave. As for the liquid itself, there was an abundance of earth, yes, but it was not nearly as potent. Which makes me wonder, if one were to either try to siphon some of the earth energy off before using it, would it avert the effects? Or balance it out with another element? I could perhaps try that, the earth magic balanced with light, by trying to infuse it via the usual curse-breaking magics. I suppose it is worth a try. So now she is going to be using the Dispel Corruption on the test sample before following up to see if it has changed signature using the control as a point of reference.
That was the worst time. That was the worst time to cut out. You were using what? Sorry.
So she is going to now use the Dispel Corruption, Dispel Curse on this, with the intent of trying to basically see if balancing out a bit of the mana she felt with like the overabundance of earth in this, with a bit of light while she is basically weaving through it the way she would with a curse, and see if that changes how it appears to her magic compared to the control sample that has been set off to the side.
Gotcha.
Right.
Energy courses into the sample. Once again, your mana seems to take hold of the liquid inside of the vial, and the small green speckles reappear amidst the liquid on the inside, charging the mana just so, and using your Dispel Corruption technique, you find that, indeed, something seems to happen. Within the vial, the liquid seems to shimmer and glow, besetting the sort of effectiveness of the spell taking hold. And then, it seems to stop. You've realized that for all intents and purposes, you just purified something off of this sample. Looking at it closely, that's a little bit intriguing. It reacted as if you were purifying a person. You can tell these small nuances due to your expertise with this ability. Unlike wafting curses from the land or wafting them off of an object, you get a small warmth, a resonance from the vial and the liquid inside. Now holding it close, you can see that the small little glimmering specks on the inside are quite peculiar.
She's gonna pick up the
It's
other sample, just so that they're side by side directly in front of her.
Looking at the two side by side, the green specks and the one that of which you just cast a spell on seem to remain, whilst the other one seems to more or less lack the glow. Though looking closely, you can very peculiarly make out that there seem to be these small speckles inside as well. Though not in the same sort of shade, and not in the same sort of appearance. Looking at the one that of which you charge the magic with, it's changed a lot more than just the specs. Looking at it, it's a little bit thicker, sort of slickness to it, a little bit more of a viscosity. It almost looks like a sort of blood-esque texture now, instead of the creamy, syrupy texture of the nectar as it typically is.
Somewhat resembles almost the texture of blood from how it moves in there. It was like casting upon a person. Good lord, are we dealing with the same sort of situation as that egg? Does this contain a soul in it? How would I even be able to test for that? That said, there is one way to know for sure if this had a different effect compared to what I know of this. Now, if a person be crazy enough to try this, but seeing as it... This is either a really great idea or a really stupid idea. She's going to, because she knows how the normal stuff affects her, she's going to drink the small amount of stuff that she just cast upon for,
Gotcha.
See how this, if this has any different feeling.
There's a small thumping in the back of your head. It feels as if you're here, but at the same time a sort of lightness takes over your body, as if you're suspended off of the ground. It's not a comfortable sensation. Your arms feel stiff and taut, as if your muscles and your arms are being pulled to their limits. It's almost a sensation as if you're being hung, dangled by your arms. It's very, very uncomfortable, but at the very least bearable, at least for you. You can feel as if it's hard to focus, but at the same time, you stay conscious and cognizant of your surroundings. It just feels a little bit hard to form thoughts, and then you realize you are forming thoughts, but almost faster than you're used to. And that's when you hear the voice for the first time. A gentle, feminine voice, that of which seems to be grunting and groaning, fairly similar to the way that you are, almost in tandem, as if you're both feeling the same sensation. Ow.
What?
Where am I?
What the?
Where?
Who's there?
You're not the same voice. I don't recognize your voice. Do I?
Who or what am I hearing?
Wait, I have heard your voice before. You've been near me before. I've heard your voice more than most of the others. I can't even remember how long ago it was, but I remember hearing your voice. I don't know your name, but I know your voice.
Am I?
I don't know if you know mine, but
am I? Are you the? Am I hearing the Euphoria? Or you? Wait. He said it was named after a. Is your name? What is your name?
I don't know, but the word euphoria sounds so familiar. So really familiar.
I am Elisande. I am a keeper of a place called the Vale. And I have been watching over this relic that I hold. Its true name is the Golden Lotus, but some have called it the Euphoria. I have
The Golden Lotus.
cared for this for 30 years. This saved my life out here. But I would have otherwise succumbed to the nature of this place.
A loud thump echoes in the back of your head like a fist just hit and smack against the back of your skull. It throbs as suddenly it seems as if some memory is ripped and torn from the deepest fathoms of your inner sanctum of your mind. For no reason in particular, with an abundance of clarity, small trickles of what you can vaguely remember of some of the earliest moments within the Vale. Some of the earliest of when you were slowly becoming one with the Vale. Small little remnants and trickles of a form that you've for a long time not thought of. Body parts that seem foreign to you now. The sensations, the feelings of mystery and confusion, all there for a second, but soon gone and replaced by a feeling of being comforted. You realize in that moment that despite the fact that you never were able to tell, this exact same voice, this presence seems to have been there. You realize that some of the strength that you had back then to make it through and persist and become what you are today, it seems as if there was some sort of silent comfort with you. And hearing their voice for the first time as clear as this awakens some conscious connection, that of which you might feel as comfort, you might feel as a strangeness, an emptiness, whatever you think Elisande would feel, realizing that she wasn't as alone as she once thought that entire time. That part of what gave her the strength to survive and turn into a Vale touch in the first place is now currently talking to her.
That's right. That's right. There's no way I would have. I disregarded the warnings and then I hurt you.
Wait. Wait, it is you.
You were beckoning me to find you, that I could find another way out. I remember now.
You passed by me several times in that forest. I remember feeling the fear and the confusion, all the different emotions. They were so strong, and that's how I could see where you were. And all I could think was to try and do something to try and tell you that it would be okay. I didn't even truly know what you were going through, but I couldn't help myself. I heard someone in trouble and in fear, and I've always worked to protect others and to try and console and comfort them, so I just did what I did. I could.
I don't even remember why I went in there in the first place. It feels like a different lifetime ago. I barely even remember what I used to look like. But now I remember. The hooves. I had hooves, and these before the transformation, these branches were more akin to horns. I remember crying in pain as my body twisted, solidified into wooden parts, and I remember you. It was like your voice was a embrace, helping keep the pain from being maddening. Until one day the pain stopped entirely. I feel at that point is also when I don't remember being able to hear you anymore.
These memories seem to flow and almost reconstitute themselves in your mind. You remember them for sure, and, well, to have them come up now was quite the experience. You sort of can tell the presence seems to be very slowly having waned over the course of you recalling all of these, and whilst it doesn't seem like they have enough energy, for lack of a better term, to say so, you can tell that they longingly, for lack of a better term, let go of the grasp they had on you, your hand, what have you, and slowly slip back into whatever fathoms of unexistence that they are in. Wherever it is that they were, they're no longer able to reach out to you. But the signal has faded. You can feel it. Feel the solemnity take back hold. And you are now once again alone inside of the cave.
What? No, I definitely heard that. I heard her. That wasn't fake. This this abundance of mana. This is not a relic. This is a vessel. That can be the only thing to explain it, then. Perhaps if I activate it and conduct a similar thing, if I were to bring someone who could interact with spirits, perhaps they could sense the nature of that connection. Sense the nature of that with knowing how to look at it as if it were containment. I still have the other sample. I'd have to purify it the same way. Or purify. If doing that caused that to happen to the liquid, what would happen if I did it to the vessel itself? What if that made them... What if that caused them to disappear or be harmed? I need to bring them there first, before I make a decision like that. After all, if I mess this up, this is... Wolfric will be... Wolfric is counting on this. Don't want to leave it out in the open. What do I do? I don't want to bring this out in the open, otherwise people will be tempted. But now I have an even greater reason not to want to be separated from them. They were my only friend for all that time. For the sake of saying that it is concealed, I'm just going to... It's in the cave, but I'm going to just put it in the wall, so somebody would have to be actively looking for it in the cave to discover about where it would actually be. But I'm just putting it here so I don't have to go all the way back to the prop room for it.
That's fine.
I need to see if Jasmine is around. She might know who I can... Either her or she might know someone who can help me. These memories. They are so... They're so heavy. Does it mean she has been sustaining me this whole time? Or they? Is my life only because I've been taking?
I'll be sure to tell you.
But if I do find it and it's done, I'll be sure to give it a... Did you already pay you?
I reached in their nest and I pulled out this big gem and then I ate it.
We were looking for rats.
What
Oh,
happened?
They were covered in
Understood.
coin bugs.
That I see.
Dead coin bugs.
Could you
Thanks.
help Sam look again?
Yeah. Hey, Elisande.
So, how the fuck did this happen?
Jasmine,
You got it? Okay.
Jasmine, I need
I
you
don't
for
know.
a
Yes.
second.
We're looking for rats.
If you
Okay.
don't mind.
If you'd,
Bye-bye.
host.
Be right back, Sylvie.
I once we're out the
What's
gate,
wrong?
once we're out the gate, I need to ask you to help me with something. I
Mhm.
think you might be the most ideal to help me understand what I just
Okay.
think I found out.
That's concerning. Okay.
It might be, it might not, I don't know.
Okay. It's not like you to act like this, so.
Listen, alright.
What's wrong?
I began my work on the Lotus. I wanted to see
Mm-hmm.
what would happen. I did a control test. I took
Okay.
2 separate samples of the nectar. One that I did not cast upon, one that I did. And the vessel itself. When I scanned the Lotus, the abundance of mana coming off of it was something I expected, but it felt more like I was scanning that. It felt the same way I would be if I were to scan you, for instance. That sort of liveliness to it. When I tried casting my usual cleansings upon the liquid, it changed. It again felt no different than if I were casting it upon. The last I remember ever doing it for somebody, it felt like the same time I was casting upon Thomas. And
So you mean to tell me that the liquid is somehow alive?
Well, I used to sustain myself. That liquid kept me alive out in the Vale. Because it had changed, I didn't want to ask anyone else to do it because I did not know what would happen, so I drank it myself. And the moment I did, I began hearing a voice, one that I began to realize I had heard before. Before I was like this. When I had found it for the first time. I believe that the Lotus is not a relic, but a vessel for a soul. And something about the nature of the corruption that is acted upon its nature. May have something to do with perhaps a corruption of a spirit. I still have a bit of the other sample. I have not cleansed it yet, but I didn't want to try to cast upon the relic itself. I wanted to see if there was maybe a way that you can see spirits, correct? Even if they are not directly tangible. If I were to do this again, would you be able to tell me if you see anything? I know not what if casting upon the Lotus itself may be the best thing. It is, but I know them. They were there all this time. They were there while I changed. which means
Okay.
it's currently within there. I don't want to ask either of you to go in there because I wouldn't be able to focus on protecting you while I am also going through this, so
It would give me a chance to try and utilize a new spell that I have been working on.
Are you sure?
A filtration spell.
Are you sure?
I can try for a little bit.
Okay. Then
if I detect that it doesn't work, then I will come right back out and we can just do it on the edge.
Alright.
Let me go and tell Sylvie really quick so she's not worrying about where I am.
Come to the...
I'll meet you over there.
Come to the edge. I will be waiting for you.
Okay. Alright, I'll be back in a moment.
I no longer know how to feel about all of this. Pale blue, like the sky. That was what... That was the color of my skin before it changed. Before this... green. I used to be fine with this state. Why is there a sense of melancholy to it now that I remember what once was? Would imply that if it is what I think it is, that would mean that its power may come from the wishes of the Creator. The Creator within their own creation. yet it is twisted. What does this all mean? Make sure everything is all prepared. What is keeping her? This. It's unsettling to even let it out of my sight for a brief moment now. feel like this is a common pattern for her. She says she'll be right back, and then she does not. Truly, are their commitments that flaky? It certainly took a while for just letting someone know where you'd be for a bit.
Sylvie and lashed out at someone. So I had to... Ow. I had to make sure she was fine.
Nice.
Alright.
You wanted to try your own means of protecting yourself, yes?
I do, yes. Let's see if this works. Alright. Alright, I'm not smelling anything.
Remain near you. Just follow me up here, where I stay.
Alright.
If you at all start to feel strange, please call out. I will bring you back out.
Never thought I'd wander through here again, to be honest.
In a controlled manner is a lot different.
Ah. I see.
Here's the extra sample that I had procured. I'm going to need to watch what happens when I do this, and you'll begin to understand what I mean when I say that it reacts. It may react in a way I do not know if you will recognize it any, but perhaps you will. But this is the first step for what I need you to help me with. Is God with us?
No God yet.
Oh, I could have sworn he was with you, or that might have just been your camera real far away.
Oh, my camera's decently far away,
You weirdo.
Don't like it in front of my face.
You're weird!
Do you need me to ping God?
I already did.
Oh, okay. By the way, she's looking for anything spirit related as well. Too,
okay, so she is demonstrating like what happens with the other sample that she had before, like, basically she's going to do what she did again with them able to see from the outside. Yes, curse break on the liquid. They're watching so they can see what happens, and then
Jasmine is also having her spirit sight active, just in case if anything is showing up spirit related.
Gotcha. So, mainly just for Jasmine, as this essentially goes on, you can see the tendrils of green energy leaving Elisande's staff and wasping around the small little vial of liquid. As you do so, you can see small speckles of little shimmering green energy basically wafting around this liquid, and you can see that it also seems to change its viscosity in a pretty notable way, changing into a sort of viscous and thick liquid, that of which has the consistency of blood more than it does like a honey or a sap like it normally does.
Mm-hmm.
Just, what else happened? The energy read, yep. But that's how physically it looks, yeah.
Yeah.
As far as spirit stuff, this isn't pinging spiritual energy.
Okay. Okay, that's interesting.
The interesting part, and the thing I need to confirm, is what happens when it is imbued by somebody. It was a bit uncomfortable last time, but I do know what it was like before, so hopefully it is a bit more ready for it, but keep an eye towards here. Before I effectively was hearing a voice. I can't tell if it was in my own head or coming from there. You may be able to see something.
I'm watching intently. I'm watching.
Here we go. Oh boy.
More thumping and throbbing, just like last time, leading to a strange sensation of almost a hyper-focus, where it's hard to more or less discern your thoughts before they've already been created and coalesced. The voice from before seems to have a difficult time coalescing in your mind. The person is there. You can feel their presence, but they're weak. Weaker than they were when you first initially tried. And the reason, based on your curse breaking, based on your knowledge of the Vale, based on all of it, it seems as if something is actively making them weaker. As if between the first time you tried this and the second time, something has tried to regress the ability for them to reach to you. Whether it's their own capabilities, their energy, or something foreign to the both of you, it's very hard to tell. But from what you can make out, you're clinging by just your fingertips, interlocked. The connection's barely there, but you're grasping and holding to it. You know that they're there, though it seems that they can't force words into your mind.
It's different. It feels weaker than it was before. Like, I know that I can feel them, but I can't. They can't speak.
The connection doesn't seem to be a spirit tethering to Elisande. Whatever it is, it has to be some other form of magic, something that could be either crafted or ritually cast, maybe an inherent ability of some kind of mortal being for sure. Not a spirit bond.
Do you see anything at all?
No, nothing. Whatever it is, if whatever's talking to you, I don't see any spirit energy.
I see. In a way that... as a spirit and a soul are not inherently one and the same, I do not think.
Something feels like it just hit you in the back of the head, Elisande, and go ahead and fall to your knees.
Ah!
There's a sudden lashing of spirit energy that you see just whipped Elisande in the back of the head.
She's gonna grab and hold this, so she don't drop it. Can't you see, you said it was spirit energy that lashed at her?
Yes.
What element?
A huge concentration of earth.
Got it. You okay?
Ow.
Come here. Give me your hand. Give me your hand.
The best sort of description of what you just felt is as if somebody grabbed the both of your forearms, you and this person, and then just ripped you apart.
It was like I was grasping at... Like there was a hand that was grasping at there's the one I was trying to reach to, but something... It felt like stepped in between.
All right. Let's...
It's never happened before.
Yeah, I have a theory. Let's leave this alone for now. Let's get out of the Vale for now.
Right, I should...
I'd rather not speak about what
Right,
I saw right here.
Right, I should probably not bring them eat.
No.
Elisande, you got a really lucky roll. You, in the back of your mind, recognize the energy. It's a sort of lashing that you've felt before, maybe not in the same form, but
As she looks
the
around, does she see
energy
any kind of like
is
gathering
similar.
spirit energy at all?
Hold, they're talking to me. Can you say that again?
You got a really lucky roll, so I'm going to give you a little extra context.
Mm-hmm.
In the back of your mind, the feeling of that energy, the way that it hit you in the back of your head, you realize you've felt this similarly. Enough, though, that you recognize something with your connection to the Vale just whiplashed at you. Which is strange. Typically, the only feelings you get from the Vale is sensing that another one of the guardians or the nature spirits that are under the Vales' ward are near, or
at
like
least
you
like a
are the presence
basic
of a person
level of like remote
entering.
tolerance.
Stuff like that, yes.
Mm-hmm.
This feels like somebody within the network yanked the cord connecting your Ethernet cable to the rest of the Vale for a second just to throw you off, and then plugged it back in.
I see. Okay. Understood.
Which is strange. Make of that what you will.
Yes, we should...
Sorry about that.
As all of that was happening, after the strike, is there like a coalescence of like Earth spirit energy around the area right now, or no?
It lingers, yeah, definitely in the area. There's, of course, the miasmic Earth energy of the Vales' mist, but also you can distinctly see layers and small patterns of the large essence that was just here, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I'd like to leave for a brief bit. Yes.
Yeah, probably a good idea. Sooner the better, I think, actually.
Right. Yes,
Well, good to know that spell works. Okay.
well, I'm glad it does. So... I don't know what you saw, but...
What I saw?
That was... vaguely familiar feeling. Just not in that exact context.
To put it simply, Elisande, The earth spirits within the Vale are not happy.
That's what it felt like. It was that same sort of moment of bonding. Or how I can sense when there are others like me nearby, or at least just that general din of the well, vague tolerance. You know, that how I sort of fit in, but not really. It was if something on there backlashed enough that it was blinding for a brief moment.
That wasn't a backlash. That was a strike. And they were swirling, like whatever it was that struck you, there was a great coalescence of earth spirit energy around us.
But
whatever you did, they weren't happy.
But why?
I don't know.
The Lotus is practically half the reason why the Vale is the way it is in the first place. Arif served dutifully for 30 years. Why are he angry at me? I brought it back. I'm trying to fix it.
I don't know. Unless
trying to fix
something else is
I know they are alive. I know it. I don't know how, I don't know in what way, but they spoke to me. They were like...
They were there.
They were the only one I had. They were practically like my mother out there. Keeping me safe. And I haven't heard them in so long, and now they are...
Jasmine!
What?
Do you know where Effie and Phoenix are?
No? Why?
Just a coin box situation, but it's fine, thank you.
More coin bug issues? Great.
Never a moment's rest.
Nope.
This
no, there really isn't.
Makes matters more complicated. If I
and
work
more
on...
confusing, in all honesty.
If I work on it out here, if I have it active, the miasma will spread. But if I work on it in there, that...
Hush. Strange people coming in front of us, and I don't see...
Right. Right.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, I wanted way too close before we began conversations. Oh yeah, no, we're new. We are the Grand Adventurers. I totally made up the name. It is mine choosing, and I'm sticking with it. Anyway, we're here to spread the gospel and the word of the Hold on. Anathema.
Anathema?
Yes. That. You know what that is?
You got it. Yeah, anathemas.
I know the word.
Well, congratulations, you've just found the progenitors of information. They are bad. They blend in the towns and then act like they're human or mortal or I don't know. You guys have so many people here that it's kind of hard to really decipher. But just don't. You can't do it. The bad people, they'll eat you in the night, like kind of thing.
Oh, okay, so wait. Hold on, back up.
Oh, that's
Slow down. Back up and slow down just a little bit. They're bad.
Okay.
Why are they bad?
They kill.
Oh, because they will literally
They're just
eat you and kill you. Like No joke, they will slaughter you in the night, kind of thing. They're actually terrifying. We luckily killed one, but like we've been to so many places, like there's just.
You killed.
Yeah, well,
what?
okay,
You,
well,
you
the
killed.
recent one.
You killed. What exactly did they look like, or?
Anathema. Oh, they're like.
Growly, lots of beef.
Growly kind of thing. They kind of look like kind of draconic in a way, but they're like void creatures, like really like scary things of the night kind of thing. It's like terrifying, you know. So like, if you see one, run. What? Oh, hey.
Hello.
Oh, hey.
Hi.
Hello.
Like
Yo,
Sophie.
what? Where? Sophie?
Fine.
Who's Sophie?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Dark one over there. Has wolf paw.
Leave her alone.
Man, they have a good eye. You know what? What? Leave me, leave her alone. What are you talking about? What?
I will tell you for a fact right now, Sylvia is not what you're looking for.
Oh.
And if you try and do anything to
We don't know what we're looking for. You gotta
I
understand.
do.
Yeah, okay, you go. I'm yapping. Appreciate it.
Well, they can actually. Shut up for a moment, please. Thank you. I don't need to be rude.
Okay.
But they can actually turn. They can look like people. So you never know who it is unless you test their blood. So, if you're okay with us making a blood test.
What exactly is specific about their blood that they are able
It's
to
like black and goopy, and then like if you should put a fire to it, it'll like turn into like bubbles. Yeah, it's pretty gross. Like you can pretty much tell it's really disgusting to watch.
Huh. Can't say I've heard anything like that before, so...
Yes.
Well, a brand
that's
new
news
thing
to
that's
me.
Sweeping the town. Towns.
Now, I suppose I should.
Towns.
I think we both have
Go
the
ahead.
same one. You may have the same question I'm about to ask. Where exactly did you initially hear about this? Because this sounds very well, to be perfectly
New?
honest, hard to swallow because I've never heard of anything remotely like this before. And I've seen.
Yeah.
There's a Dryad Empire.
Well,
I mean, yeah, they're like
someone
everywhere. I'm
said
surprised you
they've
guys are
seen
learning
them
about it,
here,
but
right? Oh, hold on.
yeah, that's why we came
Someone
to
in there said
investigate.
they've seen some of them here. By a guy named
Somebody
Deer.
was saying that they think there's some here. Yeah, the
Or
deer.
was it deer?
Yeah.
Deer guy. No, was it a deer?
I
No, I think it
imagine.
was another kind of deer. It was like a
I don't know, man. Look,
Maybe it was.
as much as we know, we got decreed like a little quest by the Dryad Empire.
They're talking about the day, by the
royalty.
way.
I don't know. I messed up and I didn't. Oh, okay. But
She
I
died.
messed up.
Talk to
I
me.
didn't get the whole royalty thing. It happens. Yeah. No. But like, yeah, got the quest. Thing was like, hey, you find these things, you kill them. And if you know towns that
Okay,
exist
so-
that could possibly have them, go let them know that's kind of bad.
Okay,
you know,
so
kind of situation.
The Dracayan Empire has put out I guess effectively a notice. Would you almost call it a bounty?
Yeah.
A bounty of sorts.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, I would consider it kind of like a bounty. I kind of just consider it like a notice of like, hey man, there's these creatures that are kind of killing people. Watch out and don't die. It's pretty, you know, that's just one blade at a time, you know. Yeah.
I see. Well, this place is a bit, how do you say, distant from the Dracayan
Diverse?
Empire. There is, well, diverse one, but also a bit distant from the Empire itself. News does not often make it out here as far, so things you might have heard about there may not necessarily have made it here, so this,
But we found some of them around the area.
this term...
Like the one we killed around.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, we've already been hunted. Yeah, literally, there was one that we killed like a few days ago, or like it was like kind of almost like a week. I don't know, but yeah, like we killed it, and like it was totally like out of the blue, man.
Was it here, or, like, just in the vicinity?
Nah, it wasn't here. It was like a couple towns ago. Like we were walking we're walking miles like every day doing our like due diligence. Like it's a hard quest.
Well, okay.
It's not easy.
The reason why
so bad.
The reason why I ask is because not a lot of people go very far out of town for very often, so unless people are passing through,
Course.
that sort of news doesn't make it here. So I don't think many have ever really heard of
we're the
this
news.
term. Yes, you are indeed the news.
Your friend here, for example. Very
Cool. Glad we established that. Yeah.
So,
But yeah, no,
thank you,
you
for
know,
the
it's just a be wary thing.
yeah, thank you for the insight. I will keep it in mind if I hear anything about this. What was it? Anathema?
Other places
One of
to
our
explore.
reactionary
Anathema.
test is
Ye-
to throw something,
Anathema.
catch it, or
I'm gonna learn it. I will. It will
Hold on,
happen.
don't we have to get that guy for
Sometimes.
the blood test? Someone said they would do it, right?
He already did it. You talking about the auto dude?
No, I mean, that guy said that he wanted to be there for the blood test for, like, the other ones, right?
Yeah.
The blood test
Yeah.
for the other
Should we-
other one. When you say other ones, what do you mean?
Like other people, like if we were, so he wants to observe us if we do a blood test for people. But the thing is also, there's a shitload of people in this town. Like you guys have a lot of people. Like it's kind of scary. It's almost like I hope you guys can figure it out. Like there's so much diversity and like just people around. Like I hope you guys can figure out actually who is what of these creatures, because they are no joke. It is pretty serious.
Mm-hmm. With the things that we have dealt with within this town within the past half a year, you'd be surprised what these people here are capable of handling on their own.
Listen, I get it. I know. People think, you know, the roughest, toughest. I'm one of them, but like, they blend in and they become like family and friend, and it's like a whole trust thing.
And then they kill you.
And then just as soon as you know it, it's not even like people would even know. It's in the dark of night or the corner of an alleyway. It's sick. It's sickening. Like really bad.
Wouldn't be the first thing that moves around in the night here that has been a problem. So, like I said, people have experienced much here, but I wish you luck on your search. I wish I could help you more. Unfortunately, seeing as I am brand new to this term, you obviously can you imagine I wouldn't really know too much about the topic if I didn't even know the name.
I mean, you're not really picking up the vibe of one. Usually there's kind of a certain aesthetic, though. What was up? Wait.
Faces, hand on face to make you shut up. Is there anyone that is, you know, weird? More like, not responsive to emotion?
Hold on, say that again. I didn't quite catch what you were asking.
Oh,
Someone that acts in a very weird way, non-responsive to emotion, a little bit on the side.
To be perfectly honest, with the kind of read I have on a lot of people in this town, that could describe a number of people, so that doesn't really narrow it down. A lot of these people people need therapy. I'm going to be quite honest.
They are either anathema or they are depressed. One of the two. And you know, we can only defeat the anathema. We can't defeat the other problem.
I mean, I can defeat depression pretty good. I'm pretty good at that. I can do that. You know, just give me like 30 minutes, maybe. I don't know.
Oh dear.
There's ways.
Maybe they just need to talk to someone. You're good at doing that.
Yeah, maybe they need a hug. Oh my goodness gracious, what if we just give them hugs? Like you hug one, be like, hey man, it's gonna be okay. You know, give them like the support they need, and like if they're still emotionless, be like, oh man, you sure you're okay? You sure it's not like a normal okay, or is it like a monster okay? You know what I mean? Like, like real, dude.
Well, make sure you ask permission first. Some people don't take too kindly to just surprise hugs.
Totally, yeah, because that's key. Because it's.
Stab you.
I hope they don't stab. I hope nobody stabs anyone over a hug.
I mean, I don't know. I like a good spar. If they want to rustle, that's cool with me too. You know, like I'm all down.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, I wish you luck on your search. Congratulations on coming back
here the entire time.
Congratulations on overcoming that headache.
Thank you.
Since you weren't able to focus on the conversation any, if you want to ask them anything, but I'm gonna keep going that way a bit.
Mainly just wanting to know, where did you first hear about this, and where did you guys come from?
Dragon Empire, first receiving the quest there, and yeah, basically also came from there. We just kind of walked our way on over. It's so tiring. I want to stop walking. I want to break so bad. Oh my gosh, can I complain about it, please? Oh, it's so terrible.
No, I mean, to me, I guess you can, but the other ones are not gonna take it very kindly.
I know.
I see.
Yeah, anyway, but yes.
Maybe it might be worth taking a moment to go get something at the cafe.
Already did. I wolfed out a whole sandwich, water.
No. Exactly.
It's not a bad idea.
That would be your third sandwich. You have shit.
What do you want from this? What do you want me to say, man? I'm a hungry man. I gotta stay energized. You know, I gotta eat.
Fine,
Eat to
we're
focus.
getting another sandwich. As long as you
Right
can
now?
focus right after that. Okay, right now.
I guess my last question to you both is just, how many have you actually, like, found?
I haven't really been counting, honestly.
Well, how are you? Okay.
I'm new at this, yes.
So, you're new and you killed quite a few.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. How are you killing them exactly? I'm curious. Just in the case off chance like something shows up.
Yeah, you need to behead them. You need to murder. Find any way to cease the brain thought. That's how you make sure that thing is bleh, like it's not coming back kind of level. You know, like the last one we got. I'm pretty sure it was Vaz. He held it down, and then was it Vaz?
Beheaded. I mean, it's
It
the
was
one that we
beheaded,
have
yeah,
over there.
like-
We still have the head laying around.
Yeah, if you guys want like a demonstration thing that's totally like a live one, not a live one, it's dead, it's totally dead, but like a total like
There's a dead
head you could like
head
look at.
on the
It's severed and everything. It's gross. It's great.
You know,
yes, it's great.
despite the absolute sheer morbidity of what you just said of what is over there, I also have a very morbid curiosity to see exactly what it is that you have dragged into this town.
I mean, it's pretty gnarly, man. I don't know this all over there, but like it's like a whole head. It's like almost like a whole dragon thing, you know? If you like put your hand in it, you can also do like a little puppet thing.
Please don't do that. You don't know where that's been. But also I would like to see I'd like if you said exactly what you said about the nature of like the blood of the things, for instance, you probably don't want to be getting that on you. That would probably be very
Oh no, it's gross, Zach, but it's like so fun. It's like a puppet, you know? That makes me sound kind of crazy. I'm sorry. That's
just a little. Just a little.
I would
bit, yeah.
kinda would be an understatement.
Killing them.
Anyways, would you kindly show me this example?
Oh yeah, you want to see the head? Let's go. Yeah, head time. Let's go.
Want to? No. Going to? Yes.
Elisande.
Yes.
We're gonna go see a head.
I will. Walk and talk. Walk and talk.
What'd you find out?
Which one? Who? What do you mean?
Behind the tree. Coming this way.
Specifically. Alright.
Yeah, they're a little odd, eyeball, but you know, gotta keep it, shh, you know, don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, you know, gotta be cool about it. Be careful! There's dangers in the town! Yeah.
Did
my job.
No. Hold on.
I just need to ask you a few questions, please.
They...
Listen, we're trying to tell you about the danger of the automata. Please listen to...
They don't speak. Nobody has ever heard them talk.
They don't listen either.
Also,
Hey.
they used to be... from what I understand, they used to be an ex-slave, and they were treated very poorly, so they are, very much still in that mindset. So, don't hold it against them. They, that was how they were conditioned to be.
Just real fast. You have probably an aesthetically pleasing face, I wouldn't know. Can you give this cape to that individual with the blonde hair who just ran by you?
You mean the one that was wandering around?
Yes, his name is Lens.
Oh, Lens.
Yes, sir.
Vince.
Otto. But the boy needs some action, that's what I'm trying to say. Anyway,
Yes,
John.
I appreciate the... John. We did our walk on the outskirts. Nothing
I'm gonna try to catch up to the other person. Fuck, where did they go? I should have followed them. Oh, Lens, the lady with like the dress and such, the one going around like telling people about the dangers and stuff. They apparently are now looking for you. They have a cloak. Otto gave it to them to give to you. No, they're right there. They're trying to stop Lily.
Oh yeah, them.
And that's going to go poorly for them. Please just go talk to them. Otto gave them something for you.
I think I might have saw them go into the clinic.
Out of
the corner of my eye.
The man? Yes, thank you. I'm going to check in there then. Is he down here?
Oh damn.
If they do,
okay.
Did he come down here? No. Did one of those people come down in here? The one of the visitors.
They're walking around and the rest are in the hall.
Okay.
And the town hall mostly.
Do you know where
the other one is following Otto.
Lieutenant Neva is?
Thank you.
Ooh, okay, not good. So, actually.
Alright.
Okay, they're not down there, but
Here you go.
Oh, there you are!
Looks, this is the thing. Yeah,
Sorry.
totally. Yeah, it's pretty gnarly, right?
Okay, you know, I thought you were I thought you were exaggerating, but
Oh no, I'm so serious. This is totally.
Could you
this
tell
will fuck
Lynn
you.
to stop possessing the lanterns? That's not Lynn.
Yeah, serious, man.
It was following the goblin.
Hey, I'm doing like head shows.
How?
It's kind of like dripping a little bit. It has a little bit of like ooze, but like it's alright. What's up?
Wait, is it still dripping right now? Because I like that you probably
a little
not
bit, just
get
like,
it all
like
over.
little.
I mean, look.
Just a little bit. It's a head. You know, it's gonna drip.
I mean, is it causing any problem on the ground? Because the way you described that stuff and how it looked, it looked like it was.
You just like wash it off. It's okay. It'll come off with a little bit of water and soap and bleach, maybe. I don't know. You should probably look into that actually.
I'm not blaming
Anyway, showcase for everybody. I need to make sure everybody in the town knows about the head. Excuse me.
I will tell you one thing before you go. We have never seen anything like that before.
Okay.
Not to my knowledge, at least.
Yep, it's very serious.
Apparently, the big guy in there knows about them, and he was telling us about it.
The big guy in there?
Yeah, I don't remember his name. The one that works at the blacksmith. Bing, that's it.
Oh, Bing.
Have any of you seen Otto in the past 5 minutes?
Last I saw him, he was he gave a cloak to that person to give to that person.
I think they were over there.
And then they were over there,
Okay,
but
that's what I.
He probably went
that
that way.
Apparently, I've been asked to go on an expedition because I'm nimble and I can see in the dark.
Expedition for what?
To go 100 feet below the town by them.
Oh wait, the visitors?
I don't know. They asked me, the one holding the axe, asked me to come with them.
Hadron. Okay.
Oh, Hadron. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well that makes you feel a little bit better about that, sort of. Yes.
May I speak to you for a briefest of moments, really quick?
Shall we go talk in your house, perhaps? That sounds like a great place to talk.
Yeah. Let's 100% do that.
Yes, in fact, I have many words I'd like to share with you because, quite frankly,
me too.
The nature of the news that has been given to me has me very unsettled.
You and me both. Sylvie, you know what? You're fine. You can stay here.
Okay, so
you should probably.
Okay, so just so that we're on this.
Why the hell do they have one of those things?
Okay, so just so we're on the same page, they are talking about the same sort of creatures like the ones that we found in the manor, right? I'm not going crazy.
Yes.
And
that was ahead of one. Yes.
And the description of the Icaro is the same stuff that got on my leg, and then we did all the tests on it, and it exploded all the time because we were putting shit in it. Okay, so apparently the Dracaian Empire knows all about that, and they are sending people around basically on bounties to hunt them down and kill them. Even the ones that look like people. You know.
Oh boy, they're hunting down the Iuna?
I don't think that name has ever stuck, but you know, honestly, if you call them that, that would, if you say anything like that, that would kind of give away that you know stuff about them, but I had to hide my reaction when they started talking about the nature of their blood, because you know how much testing I've done on that stuff.
I know.
I know
and
what
you
it's
and I
like.
both have had first-hand experience in killing those things.
Yes. However, the difference being is that what they are holding and what they are claiming to look for are nothing alike, unless they have some sort of capability that they have not divulged or demonstrated to anybody.
I'm more worried if they find out about the others.
Have they run into any of them?
Leilani was there.
Yes, but Leilani is also the least overt
Yeah.
out of the three.
I know Tel is out and about. I don't know if Luna is.
I do not know. But if they see Luna, especially Luna, and they make a fuss, because they're trying to basically convince people to do blood tests. Actually, now that I think about
they
it,
wanted to do that to you.
the last time that anybody tried to take blood from Luna, didn't that end with several people in the medical building? One of which including you?
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
No, yeah, I nearly died.
Oh, God. Yeah, this is not good. They...
We need to find Ava now. We need to find Ava.
They need to leave. That's what needs to happen.
Yeah.
And,
okay.
I
So,
believe...
Sylvie, just as a note for you,
Yeah,
the creatures that they are talking of... Yeah, don't say anything. Just pretend you don't have never... You've not heard anything.
Never heard of it.
Although,
We can
no, to
I
be
know.
perfectly honest, though, there is one thing that is actually surprising me that I now need to feel like we might need to look into at some point in time. They refer to them as the anathema. I have never heard this term before.
Yeah.
It wasn't even in that book.
I know.
It wasn't even in that book we found.
I know. Though the term anathema technically means... What the hell did it mean?
Effectively, it's effectively like, well, the antithesis.
It's anti-something. Yeah, antithesis of like divine or something like that. I don't remember.
Well,
I'd have to go
based
look in the
off the
books
way
again.
that stuff reacted to things, that kind of tracks.
Okay, first things first. We need to find Lieutenant Ava.
Eva, yes.
ASAP.
Alright.
Yeah. Also, should I be concerned about going with Hardern, or is that good and fine? Because last time I did something for someone, you got mad.
Okay, I do not know.
Haddern's okay.
Haddern is a decent person. I don't know what he wants, let alone what's going on underneath the town.
Yeah,
but
he just wants to explore. I don't know.
Haddern is a generally.
He's going underground.
Apparently, there's something under the town that he's
100 feet, by the way.
Going.
Oh, it might be the sewers.
I've never been there. I don't know what's
the
going
secret
on down
passage.
there, let alone why people are wanting to go down there
Okay.
in the first place. Either way, not
If you
important.
want to tag along with us, feel free to. Let's take care of this now.
Yes, we don't talk. We don't talk about. We don't talk
yeah.
about stuff now. We just need to find Eva.
Yeah. We just need to find Eva.
She
Right, I'll find her.
might be inside the town hall, maybe.
That's what I was thinking.
Let's go that way
Alright,
first.
old man.
Be the most.
I'm just curious.
Could you be at least a little bit slower? My legs can only go so
We
fast.
agreed on it just being us and you
Oh,
that were
oh.
doing the tests.
Oh. Oh dear.
This is correct.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
Just humor.
Lieutenant.
But it doesn't speak with knowledge.
Why should we humor you?
May I have a quick brief word with you?
Because we've
It will not take long.
Lots of yelling.
and yet we have given you the tools and everything at hand in order to deal with the anathema who are infiltrating your society, and your lieutenant here has witnessed the precise signs that we were looking for in the blood.
All right. How much do you know of what they're looking for?
The anathema. As far as I can tell Luna, they.
Yes.
The Yuna, yeah. Or the term that I call them, yeah.
Yeah.
Those individuals.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
We cannot, under any circumstance, let them find out about Tal, Luna, or Leilani.
We're doing our best.
I know.
Has anybody already made mention that they know what they're talking about? Because I imagine some people are not getting the clue that maybe they shouldn't talk about it.
Yeah.
Like, I was the one who did the majority of that analysis on the blood. I didn't tell them shit.
And I knew exactly what they were talking about no less than, 2 sentences in until them talking about things?
As soon as they mentioned the nature of the blood, I knew that what they were
Yeah.
The term
and
is...
I believe both of you went to Elk's place and fought the thing that they had to have a head of.
Yes,
Yep, as soon as I saw the head, I recognized it immediately.
Yes, that I recognize very clearly. Damn thing was what spit all that crap onto my leg.
So,
we need to get the 3 of them away from that group.
We are doing our best while still working with them.
I know.
Worst case, if they try to do anything, we will take care of it.
You need my help, you let me know. I'm not opposed to doing things.
Oh, I'm not either. And I doubt those 2 are, if it requires it.
That's what I'm saying. If you need me, let me know.
Got it. Okay, so are we good?
Yes, we were making sure that you fully understand what they were, what they told us.
We are doing our best to deal with this.
I'll be nearby. I'll be nearby.
Of course.
Anyways.
They bleed and fight for the town in order to have a captive and quite freely offering fodder for them to feast upon. Is that right, good madame?
Pull her aside.
That is not the
You might want to do that. They don't really regard me that well.
Because hurting yourself for something that isn't a
we
problem
don't even humor this, and the intentional
seems strange.
instillment of fear will not be
May not be
tolerated.
yet, but
you may
never
leave.
know.
As I have told
Now.
John.
As we
Amelia,
said,
So you consider they're trying to actively help us, sort of?
Not me forcing
They're trying
anything.
to actively
I'm
help,
simply
but they're
asking
doing it in a
if
very,
they agree.
very disrespectful way.
I would not force anyone to do so.
Our faces, even though it's
Very unpleasant visitors, wouldn't you agree?
What? We didn't do any spin. What? I didn't spin.
I suppose so.
I really didn't.
And you're a leader.
Sued lips.
Oh, we certainly have, but your leader, even though she has a signed
Other guy.
A signed parchment with your boss.
I know the atmosphere probably feels good at the moment, but you might want to keep your berth around the ones from out of town.
You will not. You are here to
I already know.
educate as
Okay,
you are here.
just making sure.
Nothing beyond
Yeah.
that.
Oh.
Now what is police?
Go patiently away.
It's my time to shine.
Regardless of that matter, they ain't self-stickling here trying to do themselves a service of making sure that these creatures are being taken notice of.
But
I don't
I don't
think we
think
need
you
to
should do it.
continue
I
with the
think that
entire
it's
thing.
rude to come
If there's
in and
any
demand
more of them
people
out
do
here
something
who
like
should
that.
be noticed and
For
taken
all we know, they're
the
spreading some
nap
sort of
off
disease.
either.
We don't know who these people are. We have tons of crazy stuff that goes on here, and they just come in and start cutting people.
Like,
for all we know, it's a
listen,
blood
like,
ritual.
the whole contract thing, right? With the royalty.
Not only to travel,
And the one thing I want to make sure for
our
all
contract is
of
about
you is
finding
this.
the threat and make sure that it is no longer a threat.
Listen, don't lump me in with these videos. But you know what I mean.
I want to make sure.
I agree with you. It's just very ironic.
Checking these things.
I was here the entire time.
You first, sort of. Go ahead. Speak up.
Hello.
We have dealt with many things.
Come on, I returned back. I was here the entire time.
And as cautious as humanly possible.
Of course.
We ask that you respect that.
I don't know what's going on.
So many times have tried to
Apologies. I don't mean to flaunt it, but I don't have any other sharp objects.
But if we're falling short, that may be on us.
It looks like a very uncomfortably heavy weapon. I would be perfectly honest.
It's very, very heavy, yes. But I wield it just fine.
If you want actual authority, speak with Blake. He's magistrate.
Unless you're leader,
Sign off on things like that.
Is Blake available at the moment?
I don't know. I saw him
when we
this
killed
morning.
him, and brought as an example to show for
where he is at the moment, though.
up northward in Bjorn, I believe. Bjorn.
We're not just trying to get what someone is trying to do when they're yelling that kind of stuff.
This is I do apologize, but if you would not want to, that's fine. But I'd like to confirm with you.
So many towns have been decimated because of these things. It's serious.
It's going to be this town and then the next town over.
Have you two?
Well done. Then I will leave this be.
Have you two
If you
heard
need
about
to be
the
reminded.
armies?
Again, I would not insist. I simply ask.
Have you two heard about the armies of undead that was marching through Erin a couple months ago?
Just to clarify, what exactly were you wanting to do in the first place?
Oh, we are testing for Athanema, so the surefire way to test.
I heard the whole spiel from the really loud guy and the one who's trying to rein him in.
Totally get it. You guys can.
So,
yes, our apologies.
short form is
You say some words, man.
blood test, yes.
Blood test to confirm, yes. It's a rather quick process. It could be a quick slice. We're willing to cover any medical of all that such. We're simply trying to make sure people are safe.
If they are connected to that,
right.
I've seen the head. And at first I thought it was
It's
just
getting rather odd that people are so insistent that we don't try to do what we've been tasked to do.
Well,
and are fully cooperating with.
Well, from what I understand, you brought a head that looks nothing like anybody here. I mean, the closest that looks like is them, but they're they are clearly who they are.
Yes, I understand that. It's
this is like an
biggest issue
instant
with that.
change sort of thing. Like it seems a bit well.
they are connected to that.
Think of it like subpods of a species. Like how there are different types of worms. There are different types of anthema. There are some that are straight predatory, and others that use other predatory tactics. One is that of a beast, one of a hunter. The one, for such example, we brought the head for. Other ones that will attempt to blend in with their prey and then strike when they are vulnerable. Some will mimic children, some will mimic loved ones or folks in town. We've had various towns we've encountered vouch for them, only to come back around in our travels and they are all dead. It is multitudes of ways they hunt, just like any predator, but catchable if. Yes, it's a rather foreboding topic, and one we're trying to just simply inform and catch before anything happens.
Yes, and it's going one way.
That's only if the if the leadership of the town consents to it. Otherwise, it is kind of overruling local authority to enact one's own agenda. You can see why people would be a bit displeased about that. We've had a number of people try that in the past to basically come in from afar and proceed to just do whatever they want because they have a lofty goal or name behind them, and it's big enough of a problem that people have a bit of a immediate disdain for anybody who comes in. Yes, so
I understand.
it is nothing against your intent. I'm sure you have the best of intentions, but they have their own way of wanting things to be handled, and when they are gone around that path, it usually makes people assume that it is being done for negative purposes rather than good that one might, or whatever goal one might get out of it.
And we're not happy
So,
about it.
I understand why
Again.
I understand your worries, but if they say no, they say no. At the end of the day, that is, it is no longer your responsibility because you can't make somebody do something they don't want to do. That is them waiving,
of course,
whatever worries they might have, or well, waiving the risk. Yes, that is a better way to put it.
Yeah, I understand. It's something that unfortunately happens a lot more often than we'd like to admit. And again, if people are insistent, we will leave. We are only so insistent back because, again, we don't want that to happen to anyone.
It is not the first time that we have dealt with, well, unusual problems inside the town, and people have come together to solve them in ways that are more effective than effectively burning everything and starting over. So, if something like that were to happen, I'm sure they would handle it in a similar manner as they would to a massive undead invasion.
So I've heard.
Yep.
Yep, that's
like I said, this place is as diverse as it has been. It has also had its diverse amount of unique troubles that are not exactly common around the rest of the region. One would almost say that this place is cursed because it attracts so much trouble on a daily basis.
You know, when I was getting directions here, I did hear that you shouldn't go that way. I think I understand.
If you're talking about going out further that way, you would be going into the Vale.
No, we're driving towards Leefside, but I think people in the local area are aware of the uniqueness of your town.
We have a reputation, I will say that.
So it seems.
Yes. And it's that very same reputation that makes people resilient to problems that otherwise would be very debilitating to more peaceful areas.
I do understand. It is still something that we warn of, regardless. It's not that we don't trust people to handle their own problems, but one that we inform of one out of duty and one out of
I will say this.
More obligation.
The warning has been heeded. The term that you use has been noted, as I don't think anybody here has ever heard that term thrown around.
That's rather odd, because a few folks brought that term up saying they had handled them from a previous issue invasion called with elk, I believe. So it should be known by some people at least.
I don't think anybody knew that might have been what they were called in that case, but it's the first I have heard this term, at the very least.
But yes, Otto, I believe his name is speaking of it.
That is the beginning and end of the story.
Welcome, Thomas, to the clusterfuck.
The actions that were taken immediately afterwards.
Good day, good sir. I believe I shall advise my crew that we should perhaps do what we must do supply-wise and perhaps move on. We've done our best.
Perhaps. So where will you be heading after this?
Further southwards, we'll be hitting every village along the way before returning back to where we originated from.
Just, if you do head out of town in that general direction, do steer clear of the large forest that way. You'll see the mist. If you go in there, you will, well, you might get lost, and then I would have to come find you, and it will be very awkward for everybody involved.
I see. Understood. We'll keep an eye out then and avoid that area. I believe there's a tunnel that way, I was advised on.
Yes,
I told you all so.
Rock tunnel. There's a little rock over a running stream of water. That's your last warning. If you cross that rock, you would be looking right at there.
Yes, ma'am, sir. I believe our welcome has been well rounded up.
Oh no, the welcome is being truncated in the ways that they desire, and I've just elected to save our own time before the sun sets.
We have a long distance to travel.
Thank you.
Of course. Well,
Either way,
Sir John is the only one of them missing.
I was gonna say, not really a way to go that way. There is a tunnel through the mountain that way. So that might be a way to go out of town that way, depending on if that's not the same way you came in. Otherwise, you'd be going through the
Thank you
Vale
for your
and
guidance.
you don't want to go there. Trust me.
I'm not sure.
Alright, then let me gather my allies and we shall away. Do not disturb your town's peacefulness any longer.
I wish you well on your journeys.
Put air quotes around peacefulness and you'll be accurate, but otherwise, yes.
I believe. I thought let's do this.
Wait, what the?
So,
I get to be in the
Ori?
hood!
yeah, just me. I
Don't know. I'm alone.
Since when-
molded the body a little bit.
Since when could you make yourself look like this?
I just tried it today. It kind of worked. I got a bit lazy with the legs though.
I mean, at this point, you kind of resemble more of like the sort of traditional form of like a dryad at this point. It is a good look.
Oh shit.
Yes, well, mine the feet are a little bit different. They're not quite the same hooves, but
Well then.
I mean
Have the head.
Yeah,
the horns, the general nature of the legs and body. Yeah, you look like the look like a dryadic male. to me.
You look good.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's not my best work, but this
think
was
you
a
look
face
quite
of the
lovely.
previous host. Like,
Like this town.
yeah.
Kind of like this. But
Thank you.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Yo. Yeah, what's up, bro? We gotta stay together. Yeah, we gotta go. You know what? You can stay with us. We gotta go.
Is he gone? But yeah, no, it's still just a clay body.
Do you think I'm going to stick with this, or are you going to stick with more of the classic Ori?
I'm gonna mix it up a bit. Sometimes I'm a bit too tall and a bit too sort of like.
I mean, you can reshape yourself at will, so I suppose that is...
Yeah. And this is where like being old is really coming to its advantages. I don't know how to be
Careful, because those kinds of abilities might apparently be sought after by some who are now leaving.
I see. Well, I was like, at first I thought it was. I wasn't sure. I was like, you looked familiar, but I was like, who is this? And then I heard your voice. I was like, that's when it clicked.
Yeah, just yeah. It's me.
Well,
I'm trying to get me from the poncho. It's stylish.
Yeah, it is. I will say it does look pretty good. Good work.
I don't remember where I got it.
And I can't tell you. I didn't get it for you either. So that makes two of us that don't know where it came from.
I still a lot of things. I don't steal things.
Are you okay? I'm fine. I'm better. After him taking me over, I'm okay.
Wait, what happened?
Long story.
Lynn lashed out.
Oh. Okay.
I will apologize on his behalf for going in for more than one. Because he's not the apologizing type.
For also going for more than one, if you know what I mean.
I do know.
Jasmine,
what you
okay?
mean.
Yeah. Okay.
I wouldn't typically do
Are you sure?
in the way.
Hi.
Yeah, I think I might go and follow those individuals.
Yeah, I
Okay.
directed them a
Something
particular way out of
stupid.
town so they don't go towards the Vale because I don't want to have to go looking for people again. That's fucking annoying.
It would have been kind of funny.
It would have been kind of funny, but after what happened earlier, I don't really want to go too deep in there.
I don't blame. Yeah.
Honestly, it's going to be a risk just going to bed tonight.
Yeah, my hobby.
Keep an eye on her for me really quickly.
Who? There are multiple women here.
Happy.
Sure.
This
If
one?
we want to be on neutral terms.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
We're good. Yeah, we're good.
Keep an eye on
You
her.
alright?
There are,
You didn't
all I
hit you
see
too
before
hard?
me are women. You will need to be
My
more
nose
specific,
hurts
please.
and my head has
I know none of them.
It's
I realized I said the short one, but that doesn't really.
fair.
Yeah, that's because they're shorter than them.
You can try and get him to apologize, but he's the headstrong type, so.
Can't believe you would do
Blake,
this.
anyone?
Blake, I haven't seen him at all today.
Oh.
I've heard he's around, but I don't know where.
He's
I-
looking
I
at a
don't know.
corpse at the he's okay, never mind then.
No,
They're right there.
I'm here.
Oh, he's at a house over there looking at a corpse on a well with people.
Great, okay.
Oh yeah, the weird,
What?
mysterious, spooky well they keep talking about.
What?
Wait, what?
There's a month-old corpse in there.
Oh.
Excuse me, what? Oh.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
How do you just say that so nonchalantly?
Because I'm trying to move past it and not stay on it. I'm
No,
gonna
not
go
not
to the sewers.
not you know what? Never mind. I
Why
don't.
are you going to the sewers? Oh, it's raining.
Oh, goody! The foreboding weather has begun. That means something terrible is about to happen. Everybody knows everything bad happens when it's raining.
Something terrible already happened. Well, in a sense.
It could get
For me, at
worse.
least. I don't want it to get worse.
It's too late. The
I
rain
already had
the rain is embracing
him take over
you.
too much.
Who is him?
Oh, right, we haven't talked.
I was gonna say I don't know
I'm
anything
Sylvie.
about you. Okay, hi Sylvie. I've heard your name from
Hi,
Jasmine.
Sylvie. Yes, and I have a spirit named Lynn.
Okay,
Maybe
so
we take this conversation somewhere outside the rain.
I like
I don't mind the rain.
I mean, look at me. Do you think I mind the rain?
Exactly.
Please, please, just look at me. Look at me up and down. Do I hate the rain?
I'm fine with it. I mean, I'm used to the heavy winds
Fair
of
enough,
Astana.
I guess.
Thank
and all
you.
that,
Okay.
so-
All the
I
people
mean, I
that
kind of grew up in a
look, all the
rainy
people that
area,
call
so-
honestly because they see me looking like a tree, and so they ask me, "Oh, I'm going to go cut down this tree for wood. Is that going to make you upset? Is that like hurting one of your friends?" I'm like, "Fuck, I don't care. I don't speak for every tree. Just don't do it in the Vale, or it'll kill you."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Vale doesn't like people taking stuff from it. Please don't do that.
I haven't been there, so I don't really plan to.
Well, unless you have a need to, I don't recommend it because it's
I somehow managed to travel through there and it was not a problem at all. I arrived here first time through there and
if it was
I don't
only
know, I might have just
if it was
gone
only
lucky.
brief, you might have either gone incredibly lucky or it was not the amount of time you spent there is not what you think. Either way, I don't feel it coming off of you, so you're good. But don't make a
Okay.
habit of testing your luck with that. Anyways, so
Fair.
spirit in you, okay?
Yeah.
That is
Yeah, I made a contract
Okay,
a while ago before coming here.
Okay, you made a contract. The other person I'm thinking of literally ate it. Like, ate the thing that they were attached to.
Oh, well, this one is more of a combat aid and met protection kind of thing.
Okay, but it was a mutually agreed upon contract, not like one where it's like,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah, no. Hey, yeah, it was a he made these horns for as a symbol as well. But it was mutual, but he tends to take over a decent amount.
Without warning. And they are
Sometimes, yes.
And they are, shall we say, a bit hostile or standoffish? What would be the best word to
They're
use?
not hostile unless you mess with me or him.
Unless you fuck around and find out, as they say.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so
if you would like to meet him, I can bring him out.
Nah, that is okay. I will meet. I'm sure I will meet them in due time if I am around you enough.
And fair. I'm sure you will. A couple people have met him already. He's been helpful. Right now, he's kind of quiet because of what's been happening.
Oh,
so.
nice. Okay. Who is that?
They are green.
Their name is Mimi. I believe they are a newcomer. I
okay.
don't know what they are exactly.
Are they a newcomer
but-
today or like recently? Because apparently
Yes.
okay, that makes me feel better. Because I feel like a lot happened in the one day that I was away. Well, day and a half, because I wasn't around at all any yesterday. I was busy. The day prior to that, I was on an errand with a few others, so I was away from town, and it seems like a lot happened in that time. People show up, people find dead bodies in a well, people find things in the sewers. Like,
I mean, it's the same for, you know, when you go to school. Like, you miss one day and everything happens.
I've
You're like,
never
I missed all of it.
I don't even think I ever got to experience school, or at least at home. We kind of just were taught by our parents on most things, but well, I didn't exactly have a teacher for any of the things that I do with my life, especially out in the Vale. The Vale doesn't teach you anything. It just teaches you how to survive by account of if you're not dead, you're doing a good job.
Noted.
Survival experience, then, I suppose.
Yes. Granted, there's a bit of an advantage if, you know, you are part of it, I suppose. That, some might call that cheating,
suppose, yeah.
but, well, it's kind of a necessity. Or just a callous disregard for your own health.
They seem to be doing another meeting.
I have no idea why they are still here.
I thought they said they were leaving.
That's what I thought
They
too, and then
did.
they even said that their welcome was worn out, and now they're back. So clearly they decided they needed to renew that welcome against against council.
Who knows?
You wanna pull up a chair? Is it around with you?
I'm alright. I'm okay.
Yes, I have no idea where Jasmine ran off to. I'm assuming probably just go stand over
They
there.
were right over there.
Okay, they're just standing there, standing off with the anathema hunters. That's what I'm gonna call them, because that's basically what they're doing.
She was there.
You
I
know.
saw her.
No. Okay.
I saw her being somewhat involved with the situation. I was actually going to ask her what she got into it.
We're gonna find rats or people who are friends with the rat.
The hyper one, I see.
Miss Basil, maybe, actually.
Oh, dear.
Miss Basil, maybe, but I'm not sure. What kind of rats are you looking for? I just eat rats.
Excuse me.
I eat
I think I bumped
Do you know?
I'll be pardon me, but I can bump you if you want.
I could.
No, thank you.
Just like rats. I'm just not letting
Everything okay
I'd rather
over
not
here,
have a
Jasmine?
bird target at me, please.
Another spirit in town.
Okay, I can't go near that one. No offense. I don't think we'd be compatible the way that you are right now.
Oh, you think I'll
It's not gonna burn you.
Okay, well that makes me feel a little bit better. However, the reminiscent feeling of flame looking at you gives me a bit of unease. As you can imagine, I don't do well with that.
I know you have it alternate form. There you go.
There you go.
Oh, okay, that's.
I could see her. I could see her like that, but so I knew it wasn't fire. But yeah.
I think it's only polite to try not to, make them feel comfortable anymore.
It's okay. It's okay. It's not their fault.
now you
They
know.
can't. It's not like they have real control over what makes them them.
This is true.
Just like I don't have control over that. I try to take care. I'm going to back up a bit, actually. I start to feel the heat from the forge here, and that is already uncomfortable. So I think it was more probably the forge behind you than you. So for that, I am sorry.
I can turn it off.
No, it's fine. It probably needs to stay on for the work that they need to do in town. I can just go somewhere else, like out in the rain, because I like the rain. The rain is nice.
The rain is nice.
They took all of those people into the training grounds, by the way. Yes?
In arena.
Thank you, Bella.
Having meeting.
Oh, they're having
Bye bye.
a meeting in the arena. the most. Why not somewhere inside, out of the rain?
Amaris.
These people are weird.
So good news.
One moment. If somebody isn't dying,
Hey, what's up?
Hey, okay. I wasn't sure if you were like jumping over me because you wanted to get my attention, or you were just doing gobby things.
Works for filtration.
Shut up, Stu Gobby Pigs. There's a
Thank you. I appreciate that.
thing right there. And I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know what the thing was, but now that I stuck my hand out, I
No, I
see
said
what the thing
unless
is.
somebody's dying, I need to get with the guards.
Make it better.
Oh, I see. I too understand what you mean. Is it raining harder now?
It is.
Yeah, no, it's rated sideways.
Okay. It's actually to the point that it's a little.
raining sideways.
It's
What?
hitting hot.
I'm going inside.
Well, this is the kind of rain that really feels foreboding.
It's not the creature that got their head cut off.
Keep an eye on the hill.
Agreed.
What?
Why are the wait? Why are the guards not worried about this instead of bickering
Worried
with
about
the? What? Apparently there was a dead body found in the well.
Yeah, I just
You know
heard
about
about
that?
that recently, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, fuck. Alright, that's the way of just
I believe
investigating
Lieutenant
seconds ago.
Amelia
Just
is
like with Lilani. Never let go
on
be.
that, or
But that's
somewhat
okay.
informed
Begin
about
from there.
that at least.
Oh dear.
Very concerning.
Okay.
Okay.
Did someone take out the body from the well?
Oh, we're all going. Okay.
I'm getting soap.
I think people
Go
just
licking
want to get out of the rain.
know what that dead body is right about
Yes.
Also, they want to. What? Huh? Okay, she didn't come in with me. Okay. Whatever. I don't care.
Are we supposed to go for you?
I don't know, but people are doing it. I think they just want to see.
Kelton.
Oh.
Kelton, who's Dusar, who's Kelton. Hi, Kelton.
Hi, Kelton.
Okay. Just stay here for now. I'll get your soap real quick. And
Yep. Take your time.
I wanted to get it from the storage, but
Kelton.
I don't know.
Kelton,
Having a conversation.
I guess a quick question while you're doing that, like,
yes.
if you can walk and talk. Why are they having the meeting outside while it's raining sideways instead of like inside?
I don't know. They're weird.
Would you want me to
That makes me feel like someone's about to get stabbed.
None to wash me.
Gonna be perfectly honest.
I like water.
What's happening?
I like seawater.
They're having a meeting in the arena outside in the rain. Somebody is getting stabbed. I'm calling it now.
Oh, sorry.
This is
with you.
Oh. Oh, dear. Okay.
Okay.
aye. This is taking every singular direction, but forwards.
Okay.
Is what I feel.
Yeah, you be.
Please do
Yeah.
not enter the door.
Get here.
Please,
It's a serious
please do not enter
situation.
the door.
You can't go
We
through.
haven't-
Oh, we have
Yeah, right.
this conversation.
Oh, you
Can I
want?
have some
All right, never mind.
Oh, you want to
Just
ask me
chill.
for high fives? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do it. Yeah, I'm in. Yeah, let's go for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Love me. High five.
Anyways, you might want.
Flowers are tasty.
might want to. Yeah, she does have a like. She seems to like the taste of the flowers.
I'm just.
They're apparently sweet.
Oh.
Would you call them sweet?
It's like totally weird, but you know, I
Yes,
rock on.
actually,
rock on,
I
right? You know?
I was gonna say this might sound weird. I like the. Sometimes they're just when I get stressed and I need to relax
You know,
a
there's
bit. I kind of just take
It's like
that
this
and I
weird
feel
flower
relaxed.
or like plant. It's like almost like kind of like lemony or like lime sort of style. I don't know, like sometimes it also weirdly tastes like soap, and I'm like, I'm not sure if I should eat it, but then like I eat it more, and I'm like, dude, I can't get enough. It's kind of a weird like thing I kind of get into though.
Like soap to me.
I mean, if you'd like.
Yo, it does for you too.
I mean, if you'd like to try,
Ginger tastes like soap.
I've heard that has a bit of a different feel for every person. It's not going to make me
You know, I never ate
Could I try
the
it?
plant off of a person, but I'm totally down to do it.
Yeah, I want to try too.
All right, there's two in here. One for you, one for you.
Okay.
Do you both know
Right.
out
Nice
of
fire.
character what these do?
Oh shoot!
Nope.
What do they do?
Enjoy.
do whatever you do in character, those will make you feel very high if you eat them.
Lovely. Let's go.
Good timing.
Yo, cheers.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. I just thought about something.
Well, Lottie was gonna offer them too.
This is like a security hazard, right? Like, cause like we're in a town where people could be like monsters, right? I'm hungry, I don't care.
Yeah. Lolani ate very tasty. And then kind of
Righteous.
then saw a lot of color, and then got really tired, and kind of leaned over.
Yeah.
Like that one.
Let's just go to the.
Anyways, you seem stressed out, so you'll have a good time.
Sticker.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so yellow.
You're doing alright, Handy. How about yourself?
It never gets old.
The boss is gonna kill me.
Did you do?
They were stressed out, so I gave them what helps me relax.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, look how much fun they're having.
Anyways, they don't look familiar.
They are people from well, they're basically traveling all over the region. They apparently are acting upon information from the Rukayan Empire about these beings known as the Anathema.
What's up, dude? Do you work at a farm? You still work at a farm?
Anyways, they are probably in a very great mood right now because I always feel relaxed whenever I get stressed. I feel so much better after this, and clearly it's helping them too.
Right.
Haven't had carrot.
Great. Well, that's good.
I do have.
I'm so hungry.
I have a bit of a question, but it's extremely off topic.
You can have the rat afterwards.
Would you like to try?
Sure, though, if we can, like, move aside somewhere.
Well, of
Are you
course.
the best?
Of course.
Preferably not in the rain, if possible.
Okay, well, just right around with you. Anyways, they just so some just apparently just put the whole thing in the mouth, but there's a bit of nectar in there, and I just sip that, and it's very sweet. I like the taste of it, and whenever it does, it reminds me of just comfort feelings, and I feel very relaxed.
Right, just the taste and nothing else that you like.
I mean, it's up to you. More will grow off of me eventually, so if you want to keep it, you can keep it. Just
I'm not. With all due respect, I'm not taking any of that.
Okay, fair enough. More for me.
We need sandwiches. We have them on cheese, both of us.
Did he just say not? I'm gonna.
Right, but as for my
Anyways,
questions of curiosity, I suppose.
No question. Okay. Yes.
Well, you mentioned about your appearance earlier. I was wondering, do you how do I say this in a way that
just say it in a way that's probably going to sound offensive, because there's probably no way to do it in a way that doesn't feel really awkward. So just get it out of the way.
Yes, I mean, as Sunans are known for bluntness at times.
Just go ahead.
Why do you wear such little clothing?
Well, some of it is part of my body, for instance. So I literally just wove the rest of the clothing around the parts of me that are, well, basically just part of me that look already like clothing, because it's more like well, I don't know the best way to put it, but basically, like, it's already there. But the rest of it is just because where I live, there's nobody else around, so I had to make everything for myself to have some decency all by myself. And what I had available for me is, basically plant material.
Right.
I'm sorry.
They're gonna have a field day.
I know, it's just everybody always looks like they're having such a great time after they try it. I can't help but share that joy with the world, you know?
Maybe someday you might be able to convince me, but I have always had a negative outlook on those kinds of things.
I mean, it's perfectly okay. It's just, it is something I am used to. It is reminiscent of the very same sort of thing that basically saved my life many, many years ago. And over time, it just kind of is, it is a reminiscent feeling of that. That is why. So.
I see.
I don't know if that changes your outlook any on it, but obviously, he's more of, if you ask, it's not going to be weird to me. I do it all the time. If you ever get curious, it's not going to hurt my feelings. Although, do give me a little bit of forewarning and don't be like some of the people who just walk up and just like pull one off my head. Cause that's happened before. I don't get mad at them, but it's like, it would be the same thing if I walked up and pulled out
a very weird way, isn't it?
It would probably feel like if I were to walk up and like pull out a strand of your hair very suddenly. That sort of same feeling.
I see. Right.
I think that is probably the closest analogy I can make that with the memories that I have of what it was like to have hair.
Well,
I'm gonna go check on them
I think my
real quick.
mom would murder me if she found that I tried such a thing.
It's like the last
Are you all okay? I see you got some sandwiches.
Oh, whoa! Okay, my lizard dude. Okay.
You two look like you have things handled there.
Yeah, nice.
We're guarding perfectly.
We're such good guards.
You're guarding very well. No one's going to be able to pass you.
Yo, I should totally get hired.
Yes, if this is how people react.
Oh, okay. By the way, the rain stopped if you were worried about that, so if you want to, if you'd like to, you can go out. You won't get, soaked.
Wait, what's happening?
I don't regret what I did. It was very funny.
What did you do?
You know, the two that were guarding the door, they got curious about the flowers because Leilani was talking about them, so I gave them the flowers.
I'm proud of you. Well done.
And now they are having a very great time.
Zoot to fuck, I believe, is the terminology you used.
If it, not quite as bad as a dust bunny that one time, but yes. Like I said, it relaxes me very greatly, and it's also very relaxing to see other people experience it for the first time. Actually, you'll probably see it as they walk by if they come back out here. Oh, they have a... well, I believe they are... I believe they are possibly... maybe leaving for real this time?
One would hope. I'm already causing enough trouble in town.
Yeah, a little bit. But, you know...
Let's put it this way. Got to the point of they upset Luna and Tel, and Luna lashed out.
They probably deserved it.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I think the town is going to.
I'd probably not point that up. It might still be raining a bit, and you'll just be soaking the powder in there.
It's not armed.
Oh, okay. Well,
he keeps it as a bragging piece. Anyway, we're leaving.
Man, you really are that paranoid of someone attacking you, aren't you?
Miss Jasmine.
Yes.
Where did Phoenix go? Do you know where Phoenix went?
no.
My guess, downstairs.
like downstairs this way, or clinic downstairs?
Clinic downstairs.
Downstairs in there.
Oh, downstairs in there. Okay, never mind.
Okay, lovely, thank you.
Oh, there was only 2 options.
Okay. Now have a good day. Have a safe journey back home, wherever you're going. Goodbye.
Anyways, as you can see,
Bye. They seem nice.
Well, those 2 are a lot nicer after they've had some of my flowers. I will give them that. I mean, they were alright beforehand, but then they were really alright after that.
Yeah.
I mean, they were curious, so I let them try. And there go the guard.
There you go.
Hello, Eris.
Hey, how you doing?
A bunch of people coming into town, basically hunting, well, effectively saying they were hunting people that are here, and the town, as you can imagine, did not take too kindly to that implication.
What people?
Tel, Luna, and Leilani. Leilani. I don't know how to say her name. I just know who she is.
Lily! Lily!
She moves very swiftly.
No kidding.
Did she not go around?
I looked over there. I went to looked over there briefly. I didn't even see her anywhere in sight around the corner, so
No, Lily! Lily over there! Our Geodox was uphill, now we're there.
We had seen her.
Girls got zoomies sometimes. Now she's over there.
Apparently so.
Impressive.
Best of luck. It has ended. I'm free. My old feeble frame can now leave the shop once again and not get drenched.
Success.
Eh. Don't tempt fate. It could
They
happen.
went that way,
It could happen again. Who are you looking for, Eva? Ah. If you're looking for the people that left, they left that
Ava.
way.
Ava, she's over there.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, where the fuck did she go?
Who are you looking for?
Where'd she go? She was just there.
Who are
Just
you
evaporated.
Who are you looking for?
That
oh,
one.
Oh. Oh, okay. The one that's actively running away. Okay. Understood.
I think.
Oh yeah,
I
not
think
the...
Luna's
I believe. Well, I believe somebody from the gaggle of lovely individuals that have finally vacated the town pushed their luck a bit too far. From what I heard, at least. Yes, I know. I know. I get the feeling.
If we harbor them, if we let them go to the next town over, if we let them hide, we're going to be assumed of letting monsters into the rest of this world. And we'll be blamed for every town's infraction with one of these anathema. So no matter what we do, our hands are bound.
I see we can get out of the rain.
Classic sort of problem for Leefside, it sounds.
Sorry.
Tell them my lawn are going that way.
Alright.
Hi. I don't know if you might know the answer to this question, but sitting here, at the other side of the edge of the Vale, is there a negative feeling compared to because of what happened earlier when she was doing some Euphoria stuff and it kind of punched her in the back of the head spiritually? That might be a Fox question.
No, from here, it's you're definitely on the edge where.
Like even from here, like does she feel like a sort of like, does she feel like unwelcome at the moment or something like that?
The sort of the miasma and the wind and the sounds of the Vale waft up here, and certainly have a sort of very mild luring effect. But other than that, it's not like being in the Vale. It's just, you know, kind of nice and pleasant, and you would feel okay here.
Okay, but like, okay. She's more like unsure of if she goes in there, if it's going to suddenly be angry at her because she's confused about what happened earlier and why it lashed out at her when she was doing her tests.
Well, I suppose the only way to know is to take a leap of faith.
Maybe a walk of faith. I don't think I want to jump down there. It's kind of high. At least it feels fine over here. I'll have to go back in there eventually to get it. This day has been completely overwhelming at this point. I suppose this is an okay sign. Maybe I misunderstood what I felt. I don't know though. It was around here that it happened. Or rather inside there. Maybe I have to leave it here or to take it deeper in again. I don't understand what happened before. Why did it lash out like that? Why did it? I don't know. I might have to do future work on this elsewhere, perhaps. Try to figure out what to even do. There is still a bit left in there from the amount that is present today, the bit that is remaining within. There is one last test I could do. But this is not the place for it. I have to be careful about this. I don't want anybody to come across me while I'm busy.
Have you seen Amelia anywhere? I'm thinking about killing her. And why do you have that?
He was entrusted to me by Wulfric.
That is an incredibly powerful artifact capable of mind magic. The fact that you have it is an insult to the guild that was here before. Why do you have it?
If you have a problem, you can ask Wulfric. I'm trying to help the thing that is within it to perhaps fix its broken legacy. And if you have a problem with it,
has entrusted you with this?
Yes. He was the one who sent me to go get it, to try to save him from disappearing.
I know he's been having those issues.
And as the expert on it, who was the caretaker of it before the guild,
I trust his word a lot more than you. I'd much prefer to have it from him. But, unfortunately, there's some more pressing matters I need to attend to. I apologize for stopping you, but it is a very powerful thing to have.
If you know how to work with it better than I do, but I imagine you don't even know how to turn it on. Alright. Sorry about that. I don't know if you can hear me, but They fear what they do not understand, and they don't even know that you are alive. Somewhere well out of the Vale, away from places of magic. I know exactly where to take it, that I can be undisturbed for this. Is this the way? No. Or is it? No, that is an alcove. It is hard to see in the dark. Leave it to Otto to be an ass about anything. Right. Sufficiently far away from the I can go and work upon it in here. I know there is a... Assuming it is still here, there's probably a table which I can put upon here. Ah, here we go. That's one of those leftover vials. We can put the remainder of the liquid. See if we can replicate what happened before without what happened the second time. Without directly acting upon your vessel. But I need to know if they felt what I felt. This is the last attempt I can have of it for the day before it needs to replenish, so I have to make it count.
I'm sorry?
I'm trying to figure out how to help them. If you would not mind, I am trying to understand what happened when this was tried in the Vale, and the Vale attacked me for even trying to do it.
The Vale attacked you? What?
One of the spirits. It is... This is more than I ever thought it was. They were not just my salvation, but the only companion I ever had. It is alive. A voice of its own.
Is that really what I think it is?
The real one, yes. And before you freak out about it like Otto did, let me assure you, if it were not for Wolfric granting me permission to find it and retrieve it on his behalf to try to save him, it would not be here.
I see.
Now why are you here?
I'm looking for Luna.
I see. I know she's probably not alright. I'm sorry, I cannot help with that. I do not really know their plight.
I see.
But in either case, I would hope that you would understand that I am not invoking Wolfric's name lightly in saying that he is the one who granted me the ability to get back what I have watched over. Aside from him, I am likely the only one that actually knows how this thing properly works and what it can really do. And possibly the only one that can fix it so that it actually does what it was supposed to do all along. Which is what I am trying to do. I would have done my work in the Vale, but seeing as the Vale apparently does not appreciate what I am doing, why, I do not know, but I took it somewhere where I'd hoped I would be unbothered, but seems that won't be a luxury I am afforded. Between you or Cece, because I saw them lurking over there, and they're probably still over there.
Whatever you do. I will choose to acknowledge these mods. But whatever you do, keep that. Cece tried, and I suspect she might have stolen the other one. I have no evidence of it. She broke in to try to steal the fake one of those.
I see. Well, then the
She
fact
might
that
very
they
likely
came...
be after it.
Well, the fact that they came over here and I saw them a moment ago, they might have caught a glimpse of it or are listening to the conversation, so... Don't worry. It is not leaving my side. I am not making the same mistake I made I made a year ago. When I let the hounds get it from me.
I see.
Now, if you could please redirect the curious onlookers so I can continue my work in peace. Right, where was I? Right, this is my last attempt at a bond with them for the remainder of the night. So, here's hoping it works, or I will have to change my approach tomorrow. And account for the people that are now apparently wanting to make off with it. Please, no interference. I need to hear them again. Speak with them properly. She is drinking at Fox.
Hello?
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 What's happening?
Quiet.
Was I supposed to hear that?
Keep going, keep going.
Alright. Are you able to hear me this time? I need to know. Did you feel what I felt when I tried to explain what had happened to that one that I brought with us?
Did you already imbibe the last dose?
Yes. And she went to sit down so that she doesn't, like, crumple over this time. But she's holding on to it in case someone tries to run up and, like, swipe it.
Yeah, sure thing. As you sort of talk, slowly ease yourself into trying to commune, you can hear the voice again. You can feel the presence come to stand next to you. Interestingly enough, though, the warmth is much stronger this time around. It takes you a little bit to realize, but it feels like you're surrounded in an arced shape. Almost as if the presence is more than one this time. Regardless, the voice does seem to finally reach out and giving a silent breath of almost relief, that of which you share. You hear the voice in your mind once again. I don't know what happened. I don't know.
That presence, it was I know them, the spirits of that place, the Vale, but I have always dutifully served their needs. I do not understand why they lashed out the way they did when we tried to communicate. Did I do something wrong?
They speak. Sometimes I hear their voices too, but I can't make out what they're saying. I can't make it out. But I can tell that they're not happy. Or maybe...
Why?
Or maybe they're just trying to tell me something that I can't listen.
I've spoken with them, some before, or tried to effectively discern their intent. But aside from the ones that have always been perpetually wary of those who are not of spirits themselves, they have never attacked me. They have never forced their will the way that they did before. I thought that they would be happy. From what I understand, you, or this, is a... this is something that has made them the way that they are. Something that would matter dearly to them. We've been together for so long that this is the first time this has ever happened in the 30 years that I remember being in your presence. Yet something has changed. I do not know why. When it happened, what did you feel?
I felt a similar way. A similar way to I have for so many times in the past. I don't know why or when, but they get my attention every so often. They shield an invisible hand over my mouth. They beg me not to speak further. I don't know why, but they seem desperate. Desperate to keep me from talking. I don't know why.
That's why I tried to do this here, away from there. It felt wrong in a way for me. I have always found comfort in that place, yet now I am scared. I do not know what will happen now. But I do not know how long I have. This connection that I have formed with you, I enacted a magic that is meant to break down the bonds of curses upon the things that I cast upon. I cast it upon the liquid that comes from this flower before imbibing it. I do not know, but whatever this effect may be, if I cast it upon this vessel, cast it upon you, it might change things, but I am afraid that it may not do what I think it will do. But I want to, like those first days, before I became this, that solace, that desire of yours to help people, I share it. I want to help someone who knew the one who created this. A man named Wulfric. I want to heal him, but first I must heal you. Whatever is changing your nature. If I were to do this, is there a way that you could potentially help me from within?
I would like to try. I truly would. I am of no use right now. It's so much effort just to use the power of my empathic senses to reach out beyond these stone walls that hold me. Beneath this crushing weight.
I understand. I do. I did not realize what the nature of our bond was back then, but you saved my life. If I can free you from these shackles that you feel, I want to repay you for everything.
All I can ask is please don't let your thoughts cloud. Don't place malice within the thoughts of the spirits when there could just simply be a longing that of which we don't understand.
A longing or
the pain that they caused us.
Of losing. I have known you far
It could
longer
be many
than I.
things.
I will try. I do not want to fear them. They are
Please.
as much my friends as you always have been. They are hurting. And if there is a way, I would heal them too. Perhaps by doing this we will heal all of us. even me. If there is yet any healing that I can experience. My fate has been sealed. But yours may not be. And those that may yet be. Saved.
Slowly but surely, the connection seems to be slipping. What feels like a warm, soft hand clutching yours close vaguely starts to loosen its grip before finally slipping from your fingers and seeming to slip back into the nothing.
Why does it always feel so empty when that happens? It wasn't like this before. That warmth every time I partook of their gift, their companionship. But now it hurts. I cannot fear it forever. I need to return together with them. If they will have words with me, I will hear them. I just hope that they will understand. But I cannot keep this out there. If I keep her out here, it'll just draw more unwanted attention. But I need to know. What do they fear losing so much that they would go against one of their own? I need to speak with them. I must know. Please. I wish only to understand. Are you afraid of what they could be if they were healed?
Sorry, I'm back. Did I miss anything?
She's... I'll say it. I need to know. I wish only to understand. I have served you all here many, many years. Is it anger you feel? Or is it fear? What is it that you wish to avoid? To help us all. This is our legacy. I understand. But it could help us. I do not want us to hurt anymore. So please, I beg understanding. What is it that you feel?
It seems to have turned a deeper red color. These lesser spirits, these wisps, typically are nothing more than aspects conveying the vibes and the feelings of the forest to those who can understand it. You, the other guardians of the region here, and seldom anyone else. It seems to grow red with a sort of sense of understanding, but also a deep fervor. A fervor for what? It's not exactly clear. The lesser spirit cannot convey such complicated aspects. But the rest of the forest seems to emanate, ruminating over your words and understanding the feelings that you feel. But at the same time, you get the sensation that there is much that you do not understand and that they are almost curt and fearful to tell you.
What has happened? I have never known any of you to feel fear. I have known your contentness, I have known your contempt at times for those who live beyond, but never this. I promise you, I will do what I always have. I want to help you all. And this may yet be a path to our healing. So that the sins of 1,000 years past no longer define that which is our home.
Your words seem to scrape against the old wounds of this absolutely ferocious realm that lies before you. It's been torn asunder by forces, that of which reduced it to an amber nightmare. The wounds and the scars run deep. You know this better than anyone else in the town. You can tell that whilst your words seem to ring true, whilst you are heard, they are words that the forest has heard before, and it is words that they are worried will fall silent at some point with no results yet again. The wisp seems to be beckoned back, and you can feel that your connection to the forest is eerily the same as it was for all of the years that you've participated within this state as a caretaker, as a guardian. It is the same energy and the same connection, yet this one sole event has changed so much of your perspective, given such new sensations of understanding those that of which have surrounded you for this long. There's a lot to think about, for both you and for this forest.
It's the same and yet it's so different. Am I doing the right thing? I used to always think I know. This is the first time I have ever been this unsure. And yet all I can do now is stay the course. If it's proof you want, then I shall toil until it happens. Either it rings true, or one day I die and return to the earth. But it has always been for you. That has never been a lie, and never will be. Must go deeper in. With more that know about this, I need to keep watch over it, but I dare not stay on the edge of town with it. Especially not if there are those looking to steal it yet again.
Alright, into the deeper of the Vale.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Stop moving. Give it back. It's mine.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But she is basically... I'm presuming she basically has somewhere kind of similar to that, but like, you know, less comfy for other people, comfy for her, but the place where she's been keeping it hidden deeper in the Vale, undescript, basically to keep people from
do you wanna go to the map and like actually physically pick up her place, or would you rather keep it vague?
I can keep it vague for now. I can go to that map and I can find a general location to like show you guys sometime, but I'd have to look around for it first.
It's not absolutely necessary. I just wanted to see if you wanted to get an idea by going there physically, or if you just wanted to sort of just hand wave it for the time being.
We'll hand wave it for the time being, but I know I'll be having to head back there eventually, as I'm sure the big mission as far as the what side she'll be on, she'll definitely be on the Vale side of things, so I'm sure I will need to have that in mind anyways as we continue this.
Gotcha.
But for now, it is off map, so if people are searching for it, they would need to know exactly where she went, and the odds of that working are very low. But she is staying with it. She is not letting it out of her sight this time.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright.
I guess you're off the hook then if you're heading out into the Vale.
Heading on the Vale, and I'll be ending episode here, so I'm gonna go put this back in the prop room.
Alright, bye-bye.
Bye. Holy shit.